The most widespread threat of severe weather is going to be overnight tonight, unfortunately. Severe weather during the nighttime is always dangerous because a lot of people are asleep and not aware of what's coming. But we expect a large line of thunderstorms to move east across the state pretty much from 10 p.m. through 6 a.m. And that would include central Arkansas right around 2 in the morning. And the main threat with these storms is going to be very strong winds, hurricane force winds as these storms move through, with a pretty good potential of 75 mile per hour or greater wind gusts associated with the line of storms when they move through the area. And so that could do some pretty extensive wind damage as it moves through the state overnight. The threat of a real big tornado like we had in Mayflower, Valonia, that's very low. But the threat of winds at tornado strength or greater is actually really high overnight. So if people would be worried about an EF0 to a low-end EF1 tornado, that's the type of damage we're expecting just over a huge area instead of a small area like a tornado would usually produce. We've got, basically in the forecast, we have 2 to 4 inches of rain expected for most locations. You could have isolated pockets of higher amounts. And we do expect, especially in the Little Rock or any metropolitan area, Conway, North Little Rock, Sherwood, whatever, Benton, Bryant, areas with a lot of concrete, they have common low-lying areas that flood. Those areas are probably going to flood. So you just want to stay away from those common low-lying areas. And then, just in general, it's difficult to recognize flash flooding overnight because it's harder to see that a road might be covered in water. So, if you're driving in a low-lying area, just maybe drive more cautiously. Don't go as fast so you have a better opportunity to see water before you get into it. The chances for snow, they still exist in far northwest Arkansas. But in terms of it snowing in, basically anywhere apart from the Ozarks, it doesn't look all that likely. It looks like all of the precipitation on Saturday for central and southern Arkansas and even northeast Arkansas will fall as rain. And then by the time it gets cold enough to where it could transition to snow, it'll also get too dry to where there just won't be any precipitation anymore. So we may see some light snow in northwest Arkansas, but the rest of the state will probably miss out on that.